Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial. So this one's going to be quite quick. We're just basically going to be putting the combat to the side for now until we do the interaction system, mainly because quite a bit of the combat is actually dependent on the interaction system, such as like targeting and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is basically in this episode we're going to make it so that you can left punch and right punch, left hook and right hook, because at the minute you see we've kind of just hard coded it just to do the punch ones and the hook ones. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go into our animator and I'm just going to quickly duplicate each punch. So we got our punch 2 here, we'll duplicate that, and our hook 1 here, which we'll duplicate as well. So these are going to be the alternating punches, so I'll just put them together here. This system will change a little bit later on, which is why I'm kind of just going to speed through it. So just mirror, and then mirror. So on the alternating punches, just make sure you click on it, and then take the little mirror. Cool. So then the next part is make sure you have the parameters tab clicked, and we'll just add another trigger. Alright, so what you can probably guess is we're going to have melee hook 2 and another trigger for melee punch 2. So you got melee hook 2 and melee punch 2. That's going to click and drag those next to the other ones. There we go. Alright, so and then obviously we're going to make our transitions to our alternating punches. Then click on the transition and just make sure that the condition is the right trigger. So melee punch 2 and it'll be melee hook 2. Just like that. And just make sure you make a transition back to empty. Cool. Okay, so the next bit would be actually deciding which ones to trigger. So we'll go onto here. This will basically be deprecated once we do our chaining system. So I'm just going to do it quite a quick method right now, just so we can get it up and running. So we'll just create a var for attack, which will basically just hold the int on whether it's 1 or 2. So for now, we'll just hard code that to 1. And then what we'll do is instead of hard coding this, we'll use that variable. So what we could do is we could just pop that in like that. So we don't actually specify, we just say melee punch and then our variable up here, which is 1. Alright, so then what we would actually want to do is do a random dot range. So the way random range works is if you hand it an int, it'll return an int. So if we return 1 and 2, it'll return us an int between, well, it should 1 and 2, but it doesn't actually include the max you put, which is a little bit weird. So you'd have to say a range between 1 and 3, and that'll pick a number between 1 and 2. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll bring this over to our hold as well. Our melee hook 1 here. And obviously just change melee punch to our melee hook. And make sure we don't have melee hook 1. This melee hook plus attack, and we can remove this up here. Okay, nice and simple. So let's go ahead and just test that that's working. So what it'll do is it'll randomly pick between 1 and 2. So the melee 1 and 2, it'll randomly pick. Let's see, yeah, that seems to be working. Alright, and then if I hold the right hook, left hook, left hook. Okay, so see that's up and running. It's working quite well. What I'm going to do is also slow down the animations. Figure 1.6 is a little bit too quick. I'm going to change them all to 1.4. But at this point, it's only because I'm using the built-in animations from Mixamo. What you'd actually do is get your animator to animate it how you want it. And then you'll just leave speed at 1, for example. Alright, so if we give that a go. Right. So then what I want to do is, in preparation for the next few episodes, is so we have a Boolean on isFace target. So what we actually have is we've hard coded it. So we've hard coded the target, which obviously we don't want to do. We want to use our interaction system to see who we're looking at, for example. So the setup I'm going to go for is similar to like Red Dead Redemption, where you can basically aim at a person and you can do interactions, or you can actually start attacking. In which case we'll have it so if you're aiming in on the person and you don't have a weapon equipped, you can start punching. If you have a weapon equipped, obviously you could start shooting. So it'll be quite a simple system, but I think it'll work quite well. So we'll be moving on to that in the next episode. I've got this next coming week free. So I'm going to be doing a lot of recording, which is going to be amazing. So yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.